Alright, in this video we're going to demonstrate a many-to-many relationship between two tables, one being a video game and one being system. One video game can be played on many different systems, and one system can play many different video games. We're going to create a new table, and alright, as you can see, we've got the video game ID as the primary key column, the name as the natural key column, and publisher row as well. We're going to go ahead and save that as T video game. Alright, and then we're going to create the system table as well. So you'll see that we've got the system table here with the system ID column set as the primary key, system name as the natural key, and then the brand row as well. We're going to go ahead and save that as T system. And we're going to need to make a third table to connect the two. Alright, you'll see that we've created this third table with the video game system ID set as a primary key, and then we're going to make these next two columns the foreign keys to connect it to the other tables. We're going to save this as T video game underscore systems, or system. And now we have to set up the foreign key relationships. So we'll highlight the video game ID column, click on relationships, and then we're going to go to table columns and specifications. We're going to make the primary key table the video game one. Video game ID is the column we're highlighting, and we're going to have to make sure that that matches for the foreign key. We'll add another one doing the same thing, but this time for T system. System ID for both of these. Hit OK. All right. Now we just close this. We've set up our foreign key relationships. Now to add some data. Alright, so I went ahead and added some data into these tables. We've got our system table where we've got PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch with the brands of Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Added some video games. Dark Souls and Sekiro are both published by From Software, and then Super Mario from Nintendo. Then we went ahead and created some relationships here with Dark Souls being playable on both the PlayStation and Xbox, Super Mario being playable on the Nintendo Switch, and then Sekiro being playable on the PlayStation. Now we're going to have to create a view to demonstrate this relationship. We create a new view here, and then we're going to drag our tables that we just created into the view. And SQL Server is going to automatically recognize our relationships that we've created here. We'll select the data that we want to see, and if we execute that, we will see all the data that we input with the relationships that we created. We will also go back a little bit to where we created these relationships, and when we created these foreign keys, we left an option. If I can find it, we left this option under relationships with the option was set to no action for the delete and update rule. That means now that we've got data in there, if we wanted to go and delete Dark Souls, for instance, we hit yes. It won't let us because there's data that's dependent on that. However, if we go back here and we go to our relationships and we change that to cascade, that means if we try to delete something with data that's dependent on it, it will cascade the deletion down throughout all the tables. So we'll set all these to cascade. Go ahead and save that. Now that it's saved, if we actually wanted to delete Dark Souls with the cascade option set, it lets us.